Well, we have ridden 4.3 miles on the beach here, and we are now at Seal Rock. And right there is a nice little baby seal. Hi everyone, welcome to Weller's Rest. It's a Thousand Trails Park, and it is just south of Newport, Oregon. So we are going to be here for a few nights and check out this park. So hopefully we can get some good information for you, show you around the park, and just give you some ideas what this Thousand Trails is like, and also what's available in this area. We're just right across the highway from the beach, so we're gonna do some beach riding. So we're pretty excited about that, and we're just gonna go and do some have some fun. There's also a hike that's up the road a little ways, about 30 miles up the road. That's a big waterfall, so we're gonna go check out that waterfall also. Stay to the end and I'll show you how we pack up our e-bikes and also how we take down our Catio that Tansy so loves. So we are all set up in our site here. We fit back in here very nicely. There's some trees back behind here, but it's actually a big gully back there, so Tansy can't go down there and check things out. But if you look on this side of the vehicle where our hookups are, there's a lot of greenery out here, and there's this nice big pile of rocky dirt for the road. So one thing that's really weird about this particular site along this direction, at least our site and the ones that are on this side, is the sewer line is right out here in the middle of where everything's at, instead of being over with the utilities. And so it's kind of right where our table would normally go, so it's kind of weird that they have it like that. So I'm not sure if that was an afterthought, or it definitely wasn't very good planning right here. Alright, so we are here all set up now in the park, and this has a beach, so we're really excited. So we're going to take our bikes out. I'm going to show you, we have them stacked in the back. I'm going to pull them out and show you how we get them out of the car, because they're all folded up in there. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out the hiking backpack, and then the bike itself just folds down right out here. And I just kind of wedge it against my hip there, and I just lift it out. And fold it out. So this one's done, and we'll go ahead and get the other one out, and then we're going to go ride on the beach. I'm pretty excited. Man, can you believe how beautiful this beach is? Boy, nice and smooth. Goes on forever. We're going to ride all the way down to Seal Rock from here. Not sure how far that is, but it's probably at least 4 or 5 miles. Well, we have ridden 4.3 miles on the beach here, and we are now at Seal Rock. And right there is a nice little baby seal.
Oh, he's so cute.
This is another view of Seal Rock. We got some seagulls, and looks like some kind of crane right there. I don't know. Kind of far up there, hard to see. Alright, we have found some crabs. Well, at least one. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, there you go, up to the rock. You find anything good down here? There's a bug in front of you. You eat bugs? This is a really cool beach, and we are at low tide. It's hard to believe that the tide rises so high that it gets up over to these stairs over here. And then it's amazing that these people are building these houses right on the side of this cliff here, which is all sand, looks like. And they build these big elaborate stairs going from the house down to the ocean. I can't imagine how many years it'll be before houses aren't there anymore. Look up and down this coastline, and those cliffs are right next to the houses. I think they're just getting smaller and smaller backyards. How about these elaborate stairs going up to the top up here to this house? This is interesting. It's like the city in the clouds, except it's up on a little pedestal just right up here by the bank. We have these little caves that just get carved out in the sand here. So I'm wondering how the houses above stay up there. I don't know if they have some special thing set up for them or what, but this is a nice little cave. Just looks like it does go into rocks. So maybe that's what they're bedded into.
This is a very weird, freaky cave. The trees and bushes are just trying to stay. Holding on for dear life. There's a root going all the way across.
Well, we have made it back. We went 8.2 miles on the beach today, and you can see that even going really slow through some of that water. This isn't ocean water. This is the water coming out of the creeks and the rivers, but we picked up a lot of dirt, so we got to wash the bikes, wash that off. All right, nice and clean. Got all the sand off of it and out of the gears and everything. So now we just have to let it dry so that we can lubricate everything, and we'll be back where we need to be. All right, so I got most of the sand out of here as much as I could, and just gonna spray it now with some WD-40 here, just to kind of lube it up just a little bit. Keep the rust from setting in as much as possible. But that was a fun ride. Now we're ready for the next one. Hey everyone, we are here at the, gotta read this, Drift Creek Falls Trail. This is going to be a waterfall, and it's 1.5 miles in and then 1.5 miles back. And we're here with Ninette and our friends. We're gonna, Chris and Dave, we've met here, and we are going to do this little hike. This is just up from Newport, about, how far? About 13 miles? 12, 13 miles? Oh, that's right, we're from Lincoln City.
Yeah,
Lincoln City up to here. We're staying in Newport, but we're from Lincoln City right now. It's about how far? About a half hour. So anyway, we're gonna take this hike, and we'll show you some scenery, and of course Ninette's gonna take some great gorgeous pictures, because she just loves doing those pictures. So anyway, let's go. So this is the trail as we head out. We can hear, I don't know if you can hear from everyone talking, but there's a lot of songbirds, and we're just in the forest. Nobody else is down here either, it's just us. So if you hear all this noise, it's just us making all that noise. We'll quiet down eventually. We just met these guys in Lincoln City and drove up here together, so we're trying to catch up on old times. So we're having a lot of fun. I do recognize these.
It's my ligaments.
You gonna eat it?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet or not sweet?
Real sweet.
I'm riding the bike.
Well, okay.
Salmon berries? Not so sweet.
The ending got a little tart. We are going down through the forest here on this nice, pretty trail. A lot of scenery. I think you can hear the songbirds.
This might be slick.
Cool little bridge going across the gorge here.
Underwriter nightmare.
No railing. Don't fall off. That's the fast exit. That's a cool expansion bridge. So this is Drift Creek Falls Suspension Bridge. Wow. We're way up here. Oh, look at that. Look over here. So this is the waterfall from overlooking it from the suspension bridge. And right down there is where we're hiking to. So we're almost to the end. Are you singing about this cool tree? What a cool home you've got. Pretty cool trail going down to the bottom of the canyon so we can look up at the waterfall. Look at this beautiful waterfall. We're down at the bottom now, and if I pan up far enough here, oh, we see it right there to the right. Kind of it shows up in the mist is the suspension bridge. We walked across. Pretty cool. Nice hike. We are on the return trail now of the hike from the waterfall, and we're just going to head back to the car. Pretty cool. As we pull in here, you can see the guard shack, and we enter on the right. That's where we have to check in. And then on the left is the exit. The park is actually arranged in a loop so that the exit's actually, the main exit's out a different section of the park out onto a road. And so as we drive through the park, we'll show you where that's at. So Ninette is pretty excited because they have a pickleball court here. It's kind of a dual court. It's a tennis court, and then if you look really close there, you can see the green lines for a pickleball court. And if I keep panning over to the right here, this is the sales office and the manager's office. Have not seen the manager at this site, but I guess that's their office there. And then of course on around is the actual clubhouse with the pool and hot tub. At this particular resort, the pool and hot tub are inside. So just coming in the door, you can see there's a bunch of play areas here. The lounge area with the TV, library. So we can see all that here, and they also have a couple games, a foosball table here. And if I keep panning around, there's some other things here too, but they're kind of all blocked off. So like the internet room, I'm not sure what's going on there, but all that stuff's blocked off. But if you look straight ahead, we have the men's and women's restrooms, and that's how you access the pool. So we're just going to kind of look through the window in this middle section here at the pool. We'll show you the pool and the hot tub. Back, all the way back there is a hot tub. It's a fairly, I mean, it's just like a standard normal hot tub, but that's all they got. And the pool itself is pretty small, but it does allow you to have a pool. It is kind of cold here, I said, so I guess that's why they have the pool inside. The main entrance is down here at the gate where you got to enter your code to get through the gate. And right here before we go through the gate on the left is a dump station. However, the majority of the RV sites do have sewer, so even if you wanted to dump here, you could always just do it at your site if you can't fit, because it's really a pretty small dump station area for getting a big rig in and out. This is the trail to the right is a trail to the beach, which is a good little walking trail, and you can walk down to the beach, and it is a nice beach. And then as we come around the corner here, this is our site right here. So we just kind of continue around the park. You can see that people are pretty close together, but then there's lots of trees too, which is really nice, and it keeps it kind of quiet. We don't really hear anybody, so that's nice. Of course, it's a lot colder here than most places, it seems like, especially because the fog seems to hang around quite a bit. It makes it a lot cooler temperatures. So this is the swing set. We have monkey bars, sand pit volleyball here. We also have basketball. This park is a little different than most parks because it actually has a road going through the middle of it. So we're going to go over to the other side here. So this is the upper area of the park. This side includes the laundry, has a multi-purpose room, fitness room, shuffleboard, and then as we come up to this sign, we've got disc golf, mini golf. Looks like they've got a cornhole. Here's the laundry room. That actually is a pretty good sized laundry room with quite a few washers and dryers. It also gives instructions on how to pay. You can also get cable TV here, but there's an extra charge for it. Hi there. You're such a pretty girl, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Ooh, pretty, pretty kitty. Kenzie.
And here are the rest of the pictures for this video. So it's time to store our bikes. So this is what it looks like normally. People can just use this back seat anytime they want. So all I'm doing is just laying the seat forward to make room. So this is what it looks like after I put the blanket in there. And you'll notice the big things about this is it blocks these areas that things would catch on. It makes it so that they'll just slide out of there if the wheels go down into those areas, especially on that side where the second bike gets put in. So it makes taking the bike back out really easy by having this on there. And besides that, it helps protect the seat from any dirt or anything like that that the bikes would get onto the seats. So you can see Ninette's bike's all folded up and tucked in here, and now we're going to put the next bike in here. So what I do to start with is I'm going to put another blanket up over the bike just to keep it from getting scratched up. So these wool blankets are really nice. They help protect the bikes, but they also protect the ceiling so that doesn't get gouged too bad. It did when we first started. That's why we switched to these wool blankets. All right, so the last step is to put this bike away now. There's a couple of things we got to make sure of, and that is we got to make sure that we twist this down so these don't get broke off. On this bike, we have these mirrors that we added for a couple bucks. It's scooter mirrors. And so this is kind of an issue on this when you fold this down just a little bit, and I'll show you. But we're going to go ahead and put our seat down first. Just let that kind of just flip around. Then we're going to do this release it down here. And this actually has to be lifted up to release it so that it doesn't pop out by accident. And then the bike just folds in half. And we just put this down there. And it just lays down onto the ground. And then, I don't know if this is going to rub over here, but I've just been putting this little thing in here just to kind of, in case they happen to bump together, they don't bump together too much. So that's all folded up. Next thing is drop the what is this thing called? The handlebars. Oh yeah. So anyway, we just have a little release lever here too. So nothing, everyone's got a safety on it so it doesn't fall apart while you're riding it. And we're just gonna lift this up over here. Put that down. You can see the mirror hits the ground just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna lift this up like I wedged it out at the beginning of the video. I'm just gonna show you how I just kind of took it back and set it inside. So get up here. Put it back into its little hole. And it just tips back in. Just like that. It's all set. Oh, gotta get the backpack. We always carry a backpack here so it's handy in case we want to stop somewhere and hike, and then toss it up and we're all done. Just that easy to set that up. Now we need to go take down the Catio, and we'll show you how we take down that Catio. Tansy's favorite little thing. So the bikes are all put away, so I just wanted to do a quick little thing here about why we put them in the back seat of our car. If you look here, that's the middle of the car. And so the front end of our car is really lightweight, so having them in the middle helps weight that down, keep it weighted in the middle. And if I go down here in the back, we used to have our old ones back here, and they would hang off the back here by about 3 feet. And so that would kind of make the front end bounce up a little bit, or just seem like it was. Probably wasn't, but it just seemed like it, just because it was back end heavy. So that kind of balanced that out. And also, if you look, since we don't seem to ever wash our car, right? You see all the dirt here, that all ended up on the bike. And so the bikes would just be covered with that stuff every time we went anywhere. And all the moisture and stuff that would kick up, behind the car would all kick up on the bikes. So this way, having it inside keeps it nice and clean and keeps the moisture and things off of them. The next thing we have to do is we have to pull down the Catio before we can go. So the first thing we're going to do is Ninette likes this hummingbird little setup. And I need to take that off the cage so I can pull the cage down. So I'm going to take that off. Now, trying not to get it on me. I'm going to set it to the side for now. And then I just pull this bar out of here. And this gets put into the car. I'll just kind of set it here for now. And then I have another little bar here that we normally have inside, and the idea here is the way the Catio works is the window's rode down to here, and so this straps across there to hold it so that somebody can't just take it off and get into the window. So that's what this bar is for. And then we're just going to undo the strap. This is just holding it down, and it's anchored up there above on the rain gutter, which is really, really sturdy. And so it's just anchored to that, and this is just pulling it tight so that it doesn't move around while Tansy's moving around in it. So then I'm just going to lift it down. So I just kind of grab these bars, lift up, there we go. Just lay it down. Now these little things here just kind of pop out of here and slide out. And these get put in the car with these other little pieces right here. Catio itself is just a standard Catio, so the sides come off and drop down in, and just folds up like that. The little strap comes across here, and it is all done, ready to put away. So that easy. So usually Ninette's inside dealing with this because she likes to get out here. So we've got to take this off too. Forgot to take this down. And then we got to close the window. So this just lifts off of here. Pull her back up here. And you can see that the window's just open. And she's just like, what is going on? So anyway, so we got to go close the window up. Well, we have finished our stay here at Weller's Rest. And we are now heading up the coast again. We're doing this little 3-4 day stint at each one of these 1,000 trails, and it feels like we're on vacation, which is really kind of annoying because we really like to spend a lot of time in an area until at least we get familiar with it before we move on. But in this case, we're making these quick little jumps just to kind of test out 1,000 trails before we need to be to our destination that we're going to spend for a family reunion. So anyway, that finishes this here. You've seen some different things here. We showed you how we put the bikes in and out of the car so that you can have an idea how that works. We really love our bikes, and that's kind of our favorite thing to go do, our little pastime to do besides hiking with friends. So we got to do that too. So that was really fun too. So now we've done the hiking, we've done the biking, we got to be out on the beach. So this has been a pretty successful little place to stay. We've enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed just the quick little review of the campground. They are full. You know, it's 4th of July weekend that this is being recorded, and so they are full. And so with that in mind, you know, things are kind of hustling and bustling around here, but other than that, it's pretty good, and it's a not bad little place to stay because you have access to the beach. It's really right there, so that's really cool. So anyway, so with that said, this is Tigner Adventures, and we are going to close out this video. And so at this point, we'll just say we'll see you down the road, and hopefully that'll be on another adventure or in person. So have fun.